My name is Nicolas Bori. I come from Argentina. Originally, I didn't study or I didn't do anything with filmmaking. I studied business. Although I have been playing around with video for like about 10 years, I like to edit a lot. 10 years ago or something like that, when I was 22, I moved to the Netherlands to study business, and I did that, and that was great. And then I moved to Ireland to work for a big search engine over there, and that was a great experience. I was there for 2 years, but then somehow I realized that I was more excited every time that some project related to video was coming up than my actual job. And it has always been on the back of my mind. I always enjoyed working with video. And then actually one day I I participated in this contest that I saw online. It was from a travel agency, and they were asking for videos about traveling and about adventure and these kind of things. And that's my favorite kind of videos to do, also in eYeka. And I participated, and I won the first prize. And the first prize was a very long trip across Africa, 4 months. So we both quitted with my girlfriend. She was also working there, and we went traveling. And the thing is that during that trip, I came to realize a lot of things that I didn't realize on my day-to-day 9 to 5 kind of thing. And the biggest thing was that I really enjoyed filming and working with films and stuff like that. I shoot a lot throughout my trip. So when I came back, although the original plan was to continue doing a master in business, I decided to drop everything and I enrolled in film school. So that's what I did last year. I did my first year of formal education in this area in Buenos Aires Film School in Argentina. And that was the first time that I tried eYeka actually last December 2014. I saw this contest about an airline, and they were looking for videos about Latin America and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, this is perfect. I have always been looking at eYeka very. I really wanted to participate, but I never found it something that really calls for me. I don't know. I was always a bit doubtful if I should try it or not, if it will work or not. But this one was my first opportunity, so I did that, and then I got the third prize, which was very surprising, and it was funny because it was it was just like a few minutes before my last exam at film school. So I was super happy, and I instantly committed to buy a new camera. So that's what I used the money for the prize, to get a new camera, which is the one that I'm using right now. And then in January, I started to follow eYeka more closely, and like there was like a lot of really interesting contests. I focus more on video contests because that's what I like, and there was like a lot of them at the beginning in January and February. And I was reading the briefs, and a lot of ideas were coming to me. And even one time it was like 4 a.m. and I couldn't sleep because I kept on thinking about this idea for one of the contests, and I just couldn't sleep, and I had to get up at 4 a.m. and start to write it down and to do a little storyboard, because otherwise I just kept on thinking about it. But that paid off, because actually that's one of the contests that I recently win. I participated like in 4 or 5 contests, and it was really fun. Some of them were like really stressful because I really wanted to participate, but I didn't have time. One of them, it even happened to me that I only managed, it was like really against it, like really close to the deadline, and it was shooting outside. So I managed to shoot half of what I had planned, and then we had to stop, and we thought, okay, no worries, we'll continue tomorrow. Hopefully it will not rain, right? It's not gonna rain. Of course not, it's not gonna rain. So the next morning I woke up, I walked to the window, get to the curtains, and I was really hoping that it didn't rain, that it was sunny like the day before, so I can continue shooting. So I opened the windows, and there was this much snow. So that has taught me a lot of lessons, and I think I will keep on learning these kind of things with eYeka. On one side, to plan ahead and to plan for these kind of situations, to try to not leave things for the other day if you can avoid it, because these things can happen. And also it teaches you, I think, a lot of resourcefulness, because on that day we had to just find like completely different locations on the spot for the story to actually still work. So that was a quite problematic shooting, but it came out great in the end, and that's the last contest I actually won. I got the second prize on that one. So yeah, actually last week I got the news. I got like 2 emails, almost one after the other, from eYeka, telling me that I got the first prize in the close-up contest and the second prize in the daily club contest, the one that was very problematic, the shooting, I mean. And that was great because the money comes really handy, because me and my girlfriend, we recently got engaged.
Officially engaged. Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it.
And we were planning the wedding, and yeah, I mean, we really wanted to get married, and we got really excited, but then we started looking at how much actually a wedding costs, and it's quite scary. All in all the things adds up to more than what you think initially, and this extra money will definitely help out get a really nice photographer and videographer, because of course we like these things. So it's a very eventful year, as you can see. I'm very excited about everything that's happening this year, and eYeka has been a very interesting and big part of it. I'm super excited about eYeka and continuing working with it and keep on learning with it.